What is up, YouTube? Thought of the day number 5. Can you do zone 2 training on any implement with any modality is the question I got on one of the comments, I believe. I forget who asked it. Sorry, I forgot your name. If it was you, drop me a little comment below. Remind me what your name is. Sorry, I forgot. Can zone 2 be done on any implement? And specifically asking, I think, about fan bikes, assault air bike, echo bike, and my thoughts on the matter. I think you can definitely do zone 2 on any cyclical implement. The minute you move away from cyclical, it just becomes very, very hard to modulate your intensity properly. And intensity control is probably the most important parameter of training when you're doing zone 2, as you probably know. So that's probably what my comment would be is, yes, you can use other modalities, but you have to be very careful with intensity control. And if you use a fan bike, well, again, the muscle mass that's recruited and put to work for the movement is much, much higher than what you're going to be using on, say, a bike, given that you're using the whole upper body in addition to the lower body. So the cardiovascular demand is much higher. And as such, you probably have to be at a relatively very low intensity in order to maintain that internal state, internal milieu that we're looking for to promote the metabolic adaptations, cardiovascular adaptations that we're after. So yeah, I would say you could do zone 2 on pretty much any cyclical implement. I would often get asked in the context of CrossFit as well, can I mix in other movements? Can I do 5 minutes on a bike and then do a sandbag carry and then come back on the bike? I think you're better off sticking with the cyclical modality, at least for some time. Don't be in a rush to right away add other things to it. You don't need to. Don't need to make it more complicated than it has to be. All you need to do is accumulate time. So whether you do that in what I've been recommending CrossFit athletes quite a bit nowadays is just add 20 minutes of zone 2 post-training 3 times a week, and then just dedicate 1 session a week to zone 2 only, right? So if you're doing 1 hour once a week, or even 45 minutes, and then you're doing 3 times 20 minutes, that's about 2 hours of zone 2. And if you were doing no zone 2 before, well, that's going to be a great volume to drive some adaptations early on. Obviously, you'll probably need more volume down the line, but for the first while, you're going to get lots out of this. But I would usually recommend to stick with a bike, something like a bike erg, cycling, running at a very, very low pace for most people. That's usually what I'll recommend. So I'd say you can use other implements, but you have to be very careful with intensity control. Let me know what you think in the comments. Do you have the same perspective? Do you see otherwise? Happy to hear your thoughts. Drop me a like, drop me a comment, and I guess I'll see you in the next video.